Hey everybody, Alex from SeemsGoodMagic.com here. We're doing a Swiss Magic Origins draft. Tower Geist looking like the best card in this pack for me. I like it a lot. It's a great card. Battlefield Forge is the rare. Not an exciting first pick. Thunderclap Wyvern is good, but 2 colors, not the best idea on your first pick. I could get behind Leaf Gilder, but I think Tower Geist is better. And yeah, I just think Tower Geist is the best card in this pack actually, so we'll take it. Follow-up. Well, could take the Sphinx's Tutelage. There's a Topin Freeblade, though, which I think is better than Swift Reckoning and War Oracle, although there's some solid white picks. But I think second pick Topin Freeblade, certainly good. And I don't think Sphinx's Tutelage is worth staying on color for. I like Sphinx's Tutelage. I think it's a good card. It's not exactly my favorite strategy, but I think Topin Freeblade is a really good pick up here. Second pick, at least. Okay. So now we can take... well, I think Dragon Invocation is the strongest, but... I like Knight of the White Orchid or Stalwart Haven after a Topin Freeblade. I think Knight of the White Orchid, I usually don't take this card. I always seem to find something better. I think Stalwart Haven is probably better than Knight of the White Orchid. I mean, Knight of the White Orchid's upside is, First Strike is obviously relevant, and getting the Search of Plains effect is really nice, but I still think Stalwart Haven might be better because of evasion. So I think I'm going to take Haven here. I mean, there's no good blue picks in here, but I don't know if that's a sign yet that I'm not supposed to be in blue. I could just take the Invocation because I love the card so much, but I don't know. We'll stay for now. We'll stay with our first 2 picks. Okay. Wow. Well, Knightly Valor is pretty awesome. There's also Aeronaut, which I like, and Knight of Pilgrim's Road, which is good. But we're gonna slam the Knightly Valor. It's just a really good card. Okay. Enshrouding Mist versus Grasp. I think Enshrouding Mist is probably better. I think Grasp is a great card too, but Enshrouding Mist is pretty awesome. So all right, definitely in white at this point is what it appears. Okay, follow-up pick, another Stalwart Haven, staying with white. There's Leaf Gilder and Elvish Visionary, so perhaps green-white is where we're supposed to be, but I'm still going to take Stalwart Haven here, because I think it's great. Ah, but now we get the Void Mage. There's also an Amperin Tactician, for sure, staying in white. It's also good with our first few picks, but I love Separatist Void Mage, and Void Mage is very strong with Freeblade, and, well, it's just very strong with Renown in general. And I think it's certainly better than Tactician, but I'm going to take Void Mage there. We'll see if that pans out. Starfield of Nyx. Well, there's also Might of the Masses, a couple decent red cards. I think I'll take Starfield. Not likely to play it. It's still worth a ticket, I believe. It's kind of cool with Knightly Valor. Not sure if I'll play it yet. Ooh, Tabled Watercourser is great news. This card's pretty fantastic. Tabled Disperse. We'll take that over the Ringward Owl. I guess I'll take a Jailer. Continue to cut white. Deep Sea Terror, sure. Cut blue. So, looks like I've kind of boxed myself into blue-white, but I'm happy with that. A lot of the blue cards we have are good. Someone's going to get a last pick Shadows of the Past. Must be pretty happy about that. Okay. Elemental Bond, sure. I like where we're at. Looking good. I don't think I've ever had to main deck a Negate, but I'm not exactly opposed to it. Wow, Gideon's Phalanx is good. It is good. There's Turn to Frog also, Scab Goliath, Throwing Knife. No, I guess, it seems like a Phalanx. It's a 7-drop. It's expensive, but it's good. I mean, spitting out a bunch of knights is pretty good. I think Throwing Knife is justifiable here because we already have some good flyers, but yeah, we're gonna go Phalanx. It's got enough upside where I like having it. This is kind of an unexciting pack for us. I could just take the Days Undoing. It's worth a ticket or 2. I'm not giving up anything in our color. I guess I'm giving up Scab Goliath for it. Let me see how much Days Undoing is worth. This is a Swiss draft. Guess it's worth about a ticket and a half. I still think Scab Goliath's pretty awesome for our deck, so I'm just going to take it. It's a really nice finisher. Alright, some good, couple good red cards. I think we're just slamming a Claustrophobia here. It's a really good card. Very good removal. Okay, I'm on board with Amperin Tactician. Fits the deck nicely here. I'm digging it. Alright. So, Artificer's Epiphany, currently no artifacts. Could take Enlightened Ascetic for sideboard. I guess I could do that. I can play Epiphany, maybe. I don't love it, but I don't love Ascetic either. Ascetic can be nice, though. No, because against opposing Claustrophobias and Suppression Bonds, I just don't think it's super likely we're going to main deck an Epiphany. Could also table an Ascetic, though. All right, I'll take the Epiphany. I think we're likely to table an Ascetic. I'm going to take the Maritime Guard. We kind of actually are a little bit short on early game. And there's random matches where Maritime Guard is good. Okay, Oromancer to bring back Knightly Valor or Claustrophobia, although Claustrophobia typically doesn't go to the graveyard. Or a Goldforged Sentinel, which is another 6-drop, but it's a fine finisher. A little bit creature light, but I'm going to take a creature either way. I don't think I want the tactics. Some decent black cards in here. I guess I'd rather have a Sentinel than an Oromancer, even though I've got a couple Auras already. Getting back Knightly Valor can be pretty good, though. I think I'm more likely to find another late... Although, maybe I'm more likely to find an Oromancer, to be honest. Okay, let's take Knight of the Pilgrim's Road, slam it here. Right up our deck's alley. So, I'd prefer to not main deck the Jailer or main deck the Negate. Everything else, I'm pretty much on board with. I guess I'd prefer to not main deck Artificer's Epiphany. Right now, it seems like we're likely to main deck the Maritime Guard, though. Our removal is a little bit lacking. I'm going to take Stratus Walk here. It's actually very good with Freeblade and Knight of the Pilgrim's Road. And Scab Goliath's not bad with that either. That's another Aura I can bring back with Oromancer, though, I guess, if I had nabbed it. None of these cards really matter. I guess I'll take the Infantry just in case. Prefer to not play it. Tabled Fiery Conclusion is surprising. I don't think we're likely to need a Yoke Dox. Although I don't have a ton of early game. No, I'd rather hate a Fiery Conclusion, I think. I'll take a Barrier. I don't think we're going to use it, though. I guess I'll take a Valor and Akros. Sure. Okay. Why don't we move off-color cards to this pile? Cards we'll consider to this pile. Okay. So, I mean, we've got plenty of blue-white cards. Ooh, open an Irregular. That's some luck there. Yeah, Irregular is insane, so easy first pick. Otherwise, Grasp of the Hieromancer. Maybe table it. We'll see. Might be wishful thinking. This deck's looking really good now. All it took was an Irregular. Okay, might just take second Void Mage. Otherwise, Anchor to the Ether is good too. I think I like Void Mage more though because we're a little bit creature light still. But Anchor is a very nice tempo card. But I mean, they serve similar roles. Anchor comes down a little bit cheaper, but Separatist Void Mage comes with a body, which I think I like more since, like I said, I'm a little bit creature light. I think I'm going to go Void Mage. They're both acceptable picks there. Anchor lets you scry. Void Mage costs an extra mana but gives you a 2/2. I think I like that more. Clear the Forward Order. I think we're a little bit light on cheap stuff, so or cheap creatures rather. So I think I am going to take the Cleric here. Maybe table the Bond of Construct. Blessed Spirits is good. I'm going to take that pretty happily actually, since we have Stratus Walk, which I guess, I mean, it still synergizes with it. And we have Claustrophobia, and we have Knightly Valor, so all those cards work well with it. Certainly, probably the best card remaining in that pack anyway, so just a nice pickup for us in general. Okay, options here. We've got Oromancer, which now brings back Stratus Walk, Knightly Valor, and Claustrophobia. More likely a Knightly Valor or Stratus Walk. And we have Bond Construct, which is just a cheap dude. Not bad. I guess I could take Oromancer for this deck. Bringing back Knightly Valor is no joke, and whatever you put a Knightly Valor on becomes a big target right away. I feel like it's more exciting than a Bond Construct, so we'll take the Oromancer. I like the synergy. Dismissal versus Sidearm. I guess Sidearm actually. Dismissal's just been pretty underwhelming in this format. So I'll take the Sidearm, which is also kind of underwhelming, but guess I'll hate a Javelin. Maybe more annoying than a Shambling Ghoul, I think. Don't really need the Dismissal once again. Naturalist that late? Jeez. Otherwise, I take a Screeching Scab, which sort of feeds an Oromancer plan and is just another 2-drop creature. Otherwise, I'm hating a Naturalist. I guess I'll hate a Naturalist. I feel like I don't need a Scab to make this deck work, and Naturalist is just good against us, so I guess I'll hate it. I mean, it's just a good card in general. Certainly the best card remaining in that pack that late. Maritime Guard, number 2. I'll take it for sideboard. Alright, we ended up getting an Ascetic. I'm not going to take a Murder Investigation, I don't think. Even with the random Oromancer synergy. Lightning Javelin, 5th to last pick? That's surprising. Alright, got a Screeching Scab anyway, so might run it over the Sidearm just to keep the beats up a little bit. I'll take a... I could also run it over Maritime Guard. I don't hate that. But Sidearm just seems like it's such a card that's easy to get rid of, I guess. You don't need a Sidearm most of the time. This deck looks good. This deck looks really good. Good creature count. Good amount of evasion. Good auras. Good removal. Maybe our removal is a little bit lacking, but we have Claustrophobia, Disperse, Mist Combat Trick, Irregulars, Double Void Mage. I guess that's it, actually. So maybe we don't have as much as removal as I thought, but I think we can tempo people out fairly well in this deck. Okay, yeah, I'm pretty pleased with this deck, actually. I think it turned out pretty nice. A little bit removal light. Everything else seems very good. Our creatures look very nice. We have irregulars. We have a great late game plan. We have a good early game plan and a great late game plan. So I think that this deck looks very effective at landing some threats and dealing with stuff fairly effectively. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with this deck. Let's figure out what we're doing. All right, I guess slightly more white than blue, so we'll just go 9-8 probably. Yep, that's what they say too. So I'm on board with that. Yeah, looking good. All right, blue-white. Trying it like this. We'll see round 1.